Yeah, it was obviously a great win for us. I mean, the first game's always the hardest in tournament play, and you never know as a coach if your guys are going to be ready, especially in that, the 5-12 game. But we came out with great intensity, and we really shared the ball well. We had 17 assists and 10 turnovers, which when we do that, we're pretty hard to guard. And then the biggest challenge I issued to our guys yesterday and certainly today as we prepared for this game was to play 40 minutes of defense and not have any let-ups. And because we've had some leads evaporate in the second half due to some defensive lapses. And we did that against Washington State, both times we played them before tonight. So great job. These guys played awful well. It was a great team victory. A lot of guys contributed, and I'm really proud of them. But now it's no time to rejoice. It's on to Arizona. We know what awaits us tomorrow.
Questions?
Pat Rooney, Boulder Daily Camera. Coach, you mentioned the letdowns you've had in some late games, and obviously coming off one at Utah. What did you guys talk about at halftime? Obviously, you're sitting on a big lead in order to maintain that intensity in the second half.
Number one, Pat, take care of the basketball. Not have silly turnovers that would let them get out and get their transition game going and hitting threes. And then, just being rock solid on defense, making them earn everything that they got. They hit a couple threes there late, and which I didn't like. But for the most part, we made them work for everything they got. And that's the biggest thing, is don't give them anything easy, and take care of the basketball. That's been a big problem for us at times this year. And again, when you have 10 turnovers, that's a manageable number, and 17 assists to go with it. Our guys really shared the ball. I thought played very unselfishly offensively.
Right here.
Ryan Koenigsberg, BSN Denver. Tory, from the starting lineups, it seemed like the team had a very loose nature about them tonight. Did you feel that kind of coming into the game?
Loose nature as far as what, like?
Kind of just having fun out there and smiling and.
Yeah, I mean, we got the seniors especially playing with, this is their last go around, so I think they're not trying to take it as seriously, not meeting that in a way of, what I'm saying, like trying to live in the moment, like Coach always says. So I think, we played more loose, but I mean, we also had the goal in mind to win 40 to get another 40, as Coach says.
In the back.
Andrew Obner, Houston Boulder. George, you won Pac-12 Most Improved Player this week. Came back, threw over 20 against Washington State. I mean, how confident are you right now? How does it feel when you're out on the court playing?
I'm a type of player who strives off confidence. So if I'm not confident in myself, no one else is going to be confident in me. I make sure before I, strap on my shoes and whatever, put on that jersey, I'm confident. And I was able to do that today.
Right here.
Neil Oxley, Bucks.com. Tad, you had a chance to rest a lot of these guys, playing 22, 23 minutes rather than 35. Was that plan as soon as you got up by 20?
Yeah, that was nice, especially our three bigs, because Tory and Josh and Wes. When we can spread their minutes out like we did tonight, it makes it easier on all of them. And I told Tory when he came off the floor there at the end that he just gets better and better every game. He's playing with a high degree of confidence, much like George is. So we know what Wesley can do. Wesley got in some foul trouble tonight, kind of a frustrating night for him. Wasn't his night when it came to the whistle. Neither was it Dom Collier's. He had some tough calls go against him as well. But we ideally in a perfect world, you'd like to have the minutes like they were tonight, so we didn't exhaust anybody too much, because again, we know that we're going to have a lot of energy tomorrow for Arizona, and there's no reason why we can't. These guys are young, they're resilient, we're in good shape. I really thought we got them tired, Washington State that is, in the first half. I looked out there, before that first round of substitutions, they were gassed. Our guys were a little tired, but the guys that came in, I think our depth really wore them down.
Facts.
Pat Rooney, Boulder Daily Camera. George, your shot has been falling as well the last couple games. How much did knocking down a couple right out of the gate kind of get you in the rhythm and get you going a little bit?
Oh man, it's a great feeling, especially after being in the slump for the last couple of games, and it's like a little bit of weight off my shoulders. Like finally one goes in, and that kind of gets me going a little bit. And I don't credit my performance to that particular jump shot, but it did help for sure.
Additional question, right over here, please.
Kevin Zimmerman, Pac-12 Networks. Coach, did you like how the guys played off Josh Scott? I know his box score wasn't super impressive, but I think the plus minus was.
You know, again, I was expecting that question. To me, Josh Scott was so good for us tonight because he played so unselfishly. He had 5 assists and no turnovers. And, you know, we could have had 9 or 10 assists because we missed some jump shots off of the inside out that we played off of Josh. But Josh has really played unselfishly. He didn't finish like he's capable of tonight, and he knows that. But, you know, so you look at, you know, 8 points or whatever, but it's 5 assists. We played through him. He demands so much attention that he makes life easier for these other guys. And that's really what team basketball is all about. It might be George's night tonight to score 20. It might be Tory's the next night. It might be Josh's the next night. So that's what I love about this team. We can hurt you in a lot of different ways. And when we are all clicking on all cylinders offensively, we got a chance to be really, really good if we guard and we rebound like we did tonight.
Coach, I'm sorry if you've already addressed some of this, but some of the guys were saying in your locker room that you kind of told them it would be a home game, sort of like for Arizona tomorrow, and I'm wondering, what do you expect in general about the atmosphere?
Well, look, you know, the one thing we know about Arizona fans is they travel, and they travel to Las Vegas. They've had a lot of success here, and we have too. It's a little bit further, you know, for our fans to travel than it is for the Arizona fans. And I told these guys after the Utah game when we really felt like we let one slip away in Salt Lake last week, that was the last road game that they'd play. Everything else is a neutral floor. And then tonight, after the game, I told them I lied to them because tomorrow, you know, now the Buff fans that are here are going to be loud and proud. We want to make them proud by the way we play, but we also know there's going to be a lot of Arizona fans in the building, and it may be a little bit more of a road type feel for us. But if it is, hey, we know how to handle that. We just got to play for 40 minutes. And Arizona's a good team. It's a great program. They're well coached. They got good players. We've got nothing but respect for them. And we're looking forward to the opportunity tomorrow at 2:30.
One last question.
Coach, we talked a little the other day of the contributions Thomas and Tory here gave you at Utah. They seemingly did it again here today. Do you see the two of them playing with, you know, more confidence, especially at a key time of the season?
I do. And, you know, you mentioned Tory, you mentioned Thomas. Thomas was really aggressive tonight. I thought he pushed the ball in transition. He kicked it ahead. The one thing about Thomas is guys like playing with him because he's so unselfish. He's all about the team. He post feeds. He kicks it ahead of the break. And like I said, Tory's been playing well. Now, you know, Josh Fortune, add that to the mix. I thought he's really coming into his own off the bench and played well. Trayshawn Fletcher gave us good minutes. So I think that bench, those guys, those 4 guys that come off the bench, I don't look at them as bench players or role players. They're guys that can come in and impact a game, and they're all capable of doing that. And the whole key is not to try to do too much and relying on each other, playing with each other and for each other. And as long as we do that, we got a chance to beat anybody.
All right, see you in 22 hours.
Thank you.